Alexander Usyk and Daniel Dubois will meet for the second time Saturday, July 19th in the UK. This is a fight that is going to settle some unanswered questions. The first fight was a bit controversial, ending with a 9th round TKO stoppage by Usyk. Let's talk about the rematch. Undisputed. It means a great deal in the sport of boxing when you talk about a champion who has consolidated all the titles under his own possession. In the sport of boxing, there are 4 major sanctioning body titles, and this Saturday, July 19th, they will all be on the line as Alexander Usyk, the unified heavyweight champion, takes on the IBF champion Daniel Dubois. Dubois has the IBF after Usyk gave up the IBF title after defeating Tyson Fury back in May of 2024. And so with a heavyweight eliminator that was fought in June of 2024, Daniel Dubois was awarded the victory as a new IBF champion. Now, Usyk can make history by becoming a 2-time undisputed heavyweight champion if he is to defeat Daniel Dubois this Saturday in Wembley in the UK. Daniel Dubois will be the first UK heavyweight, if he comes out victorious, to become undisputed in the 4-belt era. This leaves a lot on the line for history, and it's also a great deal of intrigue as these two men have a history going back to August of 2023. And in that fight, Usyk, at the time as a unified title holder, defeated Daniel Dubois with a 9th round KO stoppage, but not before there was controversy throughout the earlier portions of the fight. Now, when the bout began, Usyk was able to take control of the fight, doing what critics have called the waving of his wand, which is his right hand. He came out controlling the distance and controlling and dictating the action with his right hand lead because he's a southpaw fighter. Daniel Dubois, who is very heavy-handed, there hasn't been a heavyweight that has worked with him either in sparring or who has fought the man, hasn't denied that he can really crack with his shots. But against Usyk, he seemed a little hesitant, and he wasn't able to get off cleanly as he had been normally accustomed to doing against the likes of Trevor Bryan and Kevin Lerena, whom he also had some trouble with early on with 3 knockdowns in the first round, I believe it was, against Lerena, and also sustaining some sort of a knee injury, but he came back to stop Lerena. Now, against Usyk, he was able to land this historical belt line shot that was ruled a low blow during the fight. Referee called the blow low, but Usyk milked it for the entire duration that he managed to lay on the canvas. I believe the referee's name at that time was Usyk Ppv. This gentleman seemed to work entirely in favor of Usyk in this situation. Remember, I said it was a belt line shot. Usyk, who laid on the canvas for about 3.5 minutes, finally got up and told the referee, who had given him this time, that he is ready. But the referee insisted that he take another minute. This clearly looked to be a body shot that was clean on the belt line and scored a KO for Daniel Dubois. It occurred in the 5th round, and there was controversy from that moment going forward. I believe Daniel Dubois, in the aftermath of that, lost concentration and was not able to take advantage of Usyk being left vulnerable. Now, he didn't follow up with the body shots as he should have, and the referee seemingly was all in favor of Alexander Usyk. Now, in that 9th round, we saw Daniel get stopped with a shotgun jab to Dubois' chin. He went down, took a knee, and didn't beat the count. But I believe Daniel had come apart mentally in that instance. He had joined forces with Don Charles, who trained him for that fight just a few months. But Usyk would go on to face Tyson Fury, not once, but twice. The first fight being in May of 2024, as I stated, and the rematch took place in December of 2024. Usyk battered Tyson Fury in the first fight from pillar to post when it looked like Tyson was out on his feet. Dubois, after the Usyk fight, took on the likes of Jarrell Miller and Philippe Hrgovic, and even later Anthony Joshua. Against Hrgovic, he showed a resilience that he had not shown thus far in his career. Hrgovic had opened up, landing solid right hands on Daniel to the point that you were begging for him to land a left. But it was Dubois who seemingly rose to the occasion, stopping Philippe Hrgovic. Now, in his rematch with Tyson Fury, who vowed to box Usyk more and not play around as much as he had done during the first go-round, Usyk was still able to tame the larger, longer reach advantage from Tyson Fury and outbox the UK Gypsy. And much to his chagrin, he complained that he thought he won the fight. Now, Dubois, in September of 24, faced Anthony Joshua, a long-time person of interest that he knew that he would have to be measured against if he were ever going to be in line for a title shot, stopping AJ with a wicked, vicious right-hand counter, putting AJ to rest and putting himself in contention against Usyk for another shot at the title, this time for Undisputed. Usyk is the favorite going into this fight, as well as he should be. His experience is second to none, but he is now 38 years of age. Daniel Dubois is 27, about to approach a prime, and I do believe that it could be aligned in the stars for Dubois to be victorious. I kind of favor Usyk due to the experience that he has, but I am really supportive of Daniel Dubois and the resiliency he has shown through the various setbacks in his own career, having lost to Usyk and also having lost to Joe Joyce, but seemingly has come back strong in the aftermath. But what do you think? This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know who you got. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.